Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Pershing, U.S. Global Command 13.4. Okay, first up, since Warsaw Pact has captured Marmara, Israel gets a bit of reinforcement. They get 2 more mechs and another artillery. Okay, got that down. Next, we will go to tech. SDI has 2 dice on it, chemical advanced manufacturing. That is a cocked die. Missed with a 6. They did get chemical and advanced manufacturing. So chemical, stage 1 for the Americans. Advanced manufacturing goes to stage 2. All right, military aid and purchase. The Americans are spending 4 to send NATO a mech. They're spending 8 to finish the 2 cruisers they had on the build chart. Then they're going to spend 24 2 times for 2 mechs and 2 fighters at 2 different zones, and the remaining 3 on a frigate. Combat. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, here in the Middle East, the B-52 flies over here to I-6, shoots 2 cruise missiles, 1-2, in a surgical strike on Tehran. The American cruiser and SSN are each going to contribute a missile for a total of 4. The attack bomber from the supercarrier is also going in on the surgical strike. There will be spy satellites, so it'll roll at full value. And the 3 fighters from Basra are going 1-2 along to escort the attack bomber. Given the 3-to-1 odds in fighters, the Soviets are not going to scramble to try to intercept. Okay, that's that. They don't feel comfortable doing any other attacks in the Middle East. They just, they're not quite strong enough. Over here in the Atlantic, the Americans are going to take issue with this Soviet subforce. So the 2 P-3s are changing their station to A-32 to get in there and attack those subs. The Viking from the Azores is also coming in to join the attack. The Navy fighter from the Azores is going to come in and join the attack. He's going to get sub-detection from one of these destroyers coming in 1-2 to join the attack. And the frigate and its chopper, 1, 2, 3, also in there to join that attack. And then up here, the SSN in A-16 goes 1-2, comes off silent running, and is shooting 2 anti-ship missiles at the Soviet cruiser in A-3. And that's going to be that. actually, do they want to do it? They're thinking about it. Let's let them think for just a second more. For just a second more. Yes, they are going to do it. The attack bomber in the F-117 on the Azores, escorted by the land-based Top Gun fighter, are going 1, 2, 3 over here to Western France. They are going to do, since they have battlefield nukes, they're going to do nuclear facility strikes on the minor army base in Western France and the minor shipyard in Western France. They're going to try to take those out so that the Warsaw Pact can't use them. That will be it for combat. So you heard the dryer singing in the background. Okay, so first up, we're going to have the surgical strike. The surgical strike on Tehran with spy set support. So there's no SAM in there, so there's no missile defense. So we have 4 cruise missiles that got 3 hits. Now those are all target selects just by virtue of PGM. So there's 3 hits by the cruise missiles. Now we have the attack bomber, who is also coming in with battlefield nukes, because the U.S. is released for battlefield nukes against the Soviets. And there is 3 more hits for a total of 6, which is plenty, because all they can target is the 3 MBTs. They're gone. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Of course, now that is going to release, oh wait, the Soviets are already battlefield nuke released against the Americans. Never mind. All right, so next we have the attack on those dastardly submarines here in A-26 or A-32, whichever it is. It's one of the two. It's A-32. Okay. Okay, that'll work. All right, so first off, we got a pair of P3s, and we have a frigate, all at 3, or all at 2, I mean. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that S3 is a 4. But let's make sure. Yeah, the S3 sub-attacks at 4. So it'll come later. So here's the 2 P3s and the frigate for 3 misses. Okay, now we have a fighter and an ASW chopper at 3. 2 misses. Now we've got 2 destroyers and a Viking at 4. 1 hit. Okay, the Soviets are going to take the hit on an SSN. It'll shoot back. The others go silent running. And it misses its defense. So remove 1 SSN. And the other The other three go on silent running. Okay, there we are. All right, now we will have the attack by the SSN shooting 2 anti-ship missiles against the cruiser in A3. So the cruiser gets 1 missile defense shot. That misses. So the 2 anti-ship missiles go in, and they get 1 hit. Now that is not a target select hit. That's just a hit. So the Soviet cruiser is gone. All right, and now we will have the nuclear facility strikes in Western France. Now there is a SAM in Western France. Wait a minute, is the SAM going to get to defend against facility strikes? No, it doesn't get to defend against facility strikes. No, it does not. Surgical strike it would, facility strike it does not. So each facility has one inherent, SAM that will be shooting air defense. So we'll do the minor shipyard first. That's a miss. The minor army base, we'll get both of those rolls out of the way. That is also a miss because this is air defense, not missile defense. They need a 2 for air defense. So both of those missed. So now, refresh my memory. The attack bomber's nuclear facility strike is 2d6. And the F-117 is also 2d6. So the shipyard first. There is 9 damage. That is enough to destroy that shipyard. And now the minor army base. 3. That's not going to get it done. It adds 3 more damage, but it's not enough to destroy it. The shipyard, however, is destroyed, so Warsaw Pact cannot make use of that. There's 3 more damage. Actually, 6 and 3 is 9, so I don't need that. We just need to put a 9 marker on there. Okay, that's it. That's it for combat. Non-combat. The Navy fighter goes back to the Azores. That's going to be it over there in the Middle East. All right, the MBT and SPAG from Basra are moving over here to Shiraz. Let's get a chip under him. And then the three fighters that escorted the mission into Tehran are landing back in Baghdad. And then 2 MBTs and the attack chopper. Well, the attack chopper actually, with the air movement bonus, it can reach Baghdad. So let's get a chip under this guy here. And then, well, they can do that too. The 2 MBTs from Makkah can use strategic land movement, so they can also get up here into Baghdad. So that's 2 more there. Change out the chips. Okay, there we go there. B-52 goes back to Diego Garcia. The Navy attack bomber goes back to the carrier. And that's going to be it for non-combat. Okay, now we're placing units. So we have 2 more MBTs going into Baghdad. So we'll just keep it simple. Take that gray off there and add another green chip. And we have 2 more fighters being built in Baghdad. There's that. Now we've got 2 fighters built in Makkah, along with a pair of MBTs. Then the 2 cruisers and the frigate are built in A24. That's it for placing units. Now deliver aid. A mech to southern England. There is a path right through here that doesn't have any Soviet ships. Oh wait, we forgot some non-combat. Sea lift. Okay, since that was damaged, we can just land 3 units at the major shipyard there. So that's going to be 2 next-gen MBTs and an artillery. Those land in southern England. The two attack choppers. Well, to keep from getting blown away, they are going to land over here. One is actually going to land on the Azores. The other one will be landing over here in northwest Spain. There we go. Now we got that right. And the air from Western France came back to the Azores. Okay, that's it for non-combat, placing units and delivering aid. Now we have to roll for aid to Pacific Command. 10. That's expensive. It's going to cost him 6. Okay, the Americans are at 61. Plus 8 is 69. Minus 6 is 63. Minus 4 more for lost tankers puts them at 59. Okay, shot 4 cruise missiles, built 4 cruise missiles. Shot 2 anti-ship missiles, built 2 anti-ship missiles. All good there. That's it for the American. Okay, now we have to get our D10s out again and do the variable end of turn or end of game roll. If you remember, oh wait, that goes up because another facility has been destroyed. So that actually goes up from 48 to 50. We now have a 50-50 chance. Now let's see what happens. 46. That's it, folks. Operation Pershing is done. It's pretty obvious who the victors are, but let me pause here for a second to actually total the victory points.